Here we go. And I'm gonna hide my camera. I'm gonna stop talking, and I'm gonna let you guys take over. I just want to sit and talk to you, ladies, but I know
I
you have
know.
great stuff to talk about, so I'm going. All right.
Well, we're still going to meet you on that lounge chair behind Michelle's back. You know, we've
All
been
right.
talking about that for months now. We're going to meet there,
Perfect.
have some cocktails, catch up, just the three of us.
We're gonna
I'm
make
there.
that happen, making it happen.
I'm there. All right. I'll see
Right.
you guys. Bring me back for Q&A.
All right. All right, everybody. So again, thank you so much. Michelle and I love working with Kelly at Spoiled Agent, and we're excited today to give you a little bit of an update. Now, let me see if I can get my screen to move. So of course, Kelly did the honor of introducing us. So we are your hosts for today. Of course, I'm representing Canada, but I cover Ontario, and then Michelle representing the USA, who covers all of those states, 14, I think she said. So we'll talk about that a little bit later. But we really wanted to just talk about what is going on, what's new. But for those of you that maybe aren't super familiar with Playa yet, we wanted to give you just a quick overview of where you can find our properties. Of course, we have 5 incredible brands throughout Mexico, Jamaica, and the Dominican Republic. And I'm going to pass it over to Michelle. And I'm really excited about this one, Michelle. We've got some cool stuff to talk about.
Yeah, we do. So keep in touch here because we've got some good announcements coming up towards the end of the call. But we basically just wanted to start out again, like Amanda said, if you're a little bit newer to Playa, one thing you're going to notice we have adults only, we have family friendly, we've got something for every budget. So really something for everybody. But one thing that you're always going to find consistent is what we kind of refer to as our pillars of Playa. And that's represented here on this screen. So this is just something that regardless which property you're going to, you're gonna experience the same. So our culinary perfection, we have really amped up our restaurants in the last couple years. When we built the Hyatt Ziva Zilara Cap Cana, I went there for the first time and I saw the Indian restaurant and the French Tahitian restaurant. And I said, I don't even know what French Tahitian food is, but like what better place to experience food you don't know what it is at an all-inclusive? Because if you don't like it, you can just go somewhere else. And if you love it, you can order more. So culinary perfection, we're always looking to just increase for every palate available. Our spacious accommodations are great. Again, we have the most standard room to at like Sanctuary Cap Cana. Those villas range up to 5,500 square feet. We've got the Castle Island Suite. So Jewel Grand, we've got those 1, 2, and 3 bedroom suites and villas. So really, again, something for every kind of group, no matter if it's just 2 people or a family that needs multiple rooms. Our health and wellness, we're very focused on this here, which I love because I love to eat and drink as much as I can at our resorts. So it's nice to balance that out with some health and wellness. So let's just say we're so focused on this that we built the largest gym in the entire Caribbean. Again, that's at our new Ziva Zilara Cap Cana, 14,000 square feet of fitness space, which if you haven't seen it, go look on our Agent Cash Plus site for pictures. It's absolutely incredible. But really at each of our resort, we're gonna have healthy restaurants, healthy options at the food. Some of our newer resorts have, on the menu itself, they'll have vegan options, keto options, paleo. So if you embrace those lifestyles, we have something to accommodate as well. Perfect locations. We've got all-inclusive beachfront locations on the best beaches throughout Mexico and Caribbean. And you're going to see we have a new location coming up in a few slides. And then what we're kind of known for, it's our service. And if you thought before COVID our service was good, let me tell you, these people are so excited to be back to work and servicing you and your guests. That heartfelt service, we're still doing the service from the heart, and you can feel it even more so than ever. So we want you to come down and join us.
Absolutely. So very quickly, I want to make sure everybody knows what we're doing on property with COVID. So if you are not sure of our procedures, if you're not aware of our safe stay policy, I do highly encourage you to take a peek on the agent site. I'm going to show you where you can find that in a minute, but you will find all of the most up-to-date information. But a big question we're getting a lot right now is the antigen testing and the PCR testing. before including that, what the policies are. So if you are in the USA, you do get your first antigen test included at all of our properties on site, which is a really great option. If you're Canadian, you do get your PCR test included if you are staying in the Dominican Republic for 7 nights or longer. And if you are at any of our other destinations, then we do have discounted rates available. So this is now until the 30th of April. However, if it does get extended that those tests are required, then we will likely go ahead and extend this coverage as well. Also, just wanted to make sure everybody's aware of our extended stay protection. So this is a really great program we've put into place. It is not mandatory, but it is highly recommended, and it is something that your clients would purchase in destination. So this is a protection that should they go down, have that COVID test done prior to departure, and end up with a positive result, this would cover them for up to 14 days extended stay. Now, I do get people that say, is that on property? The answer is yes, they would be on property unless a medical official feels that they have symptoms or require additional medical treatment. In that case, they would go to a facility close by. But as long as they're okay to stay on property, will cover you for up to 14 days. Now, another question, kids, if your family, that family is traveling with children, the protection is automatically covered for kids 12 and under if both adults are purchasing the protection. So as long as the adults are purchasing the protection, then the kids have that as well. One other question I get, and I'm being proactive here because I know it's going to come up. People are going to say, well, what if I have a couple that goes down, one test positive, one test negative? Is the negative allowed to go to another room and continue their vacation? They have three choices really. One, they can stay in the assigned room if they want to stay with the person that has tested positive and stay in that room for the 14-day period. Two, they can just continue on home as they had planned on their return flight. Or three, they can stay in another room. However, there is an additional cost. So that would not be included if they were to test negative and decided to extend their stay anyways. So I hope that answers your question on that. So again, a great protection that is available for your clients when they check in destination.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, Amanda, I was able to stay recently at our Hyatt Ziva Los Cabos and experience those new protocols with the testing firsthand. It was a very, very seamless. We've made it very comfortable, very easy. We've had nothing but positive feedback. So hopefully you guys are getting that from your clients as well. Okay, so Amanda and I want to do a little bit of bragging. I know bragging's not nice, but we're super proud of some of the latest accomplishments that Playa's been nominated and won and been awarded these awards. So this one is pretty big. So Hilton La Romana, you know, it used to be Dreams La Romana. We had to do a lot of re-educating about now this property is a Hilton property. We have two sides from it, family friendly, adults only. It went through 100% renovation in 2019. So it took a lot of work to get people familiar with this property, what we did to it. The picture here you can see, they definitely didn't have that water park before. So we've done a great job getting agents down there, experiencing this amazing, amazing resort. It is one of Amanda and her family's favorite. And so we're super proud that last week we were awarded TripAdvisor's #1 out of all the resorts in the Bayi Bay area. So I believe that's 27 resorts, and the family friendly of the Hilton La Romana was voted #1. So super impressed with you guys and your support getting us to that number. The next slide is going to show you that right next door, our adults only property of Hilton La Romana. Again, before this resort was just one resort. So we really had to get out there, educate you guys and your clients that it's a completely two separate resorts. You do have exchange privileges as long as you are 18 or older, but very proud that right next door, Hilton La Romana adults only was voted #2 in that area. So we got #1 and 2 in the whole area. Very, very proud of that. Had to do a little bit of bragging.
Yes, we sure did. I was so excited to see this. I love, love, love Hilton La Romana. And I'm going to continue the bragging because we have a lot to brag about. I posted this morning, so you may have seen it if you're friends with me on Facebook, but our Jewel Grand, our amazing luxury Jewel Grand, was also voted on TripAdvisor #1. Now, this property is right in that Rose Hall area, so location is great. I love the suites. I love how big they are. Your entry level, like more typical style junior suite is over 800 square feet and oceanfront. But then we have one bedroom, we have two bedrooms, we have three bedrooms. So right now, I think now more than ever, if you have clients that want to travel, but maybe they're, still a little bit nervous about social distancing, these suites are so big that they can easily accommodate your families with lots of space. The staff are incredible. The food and beverage is amazing. It happens to be managed by one of my very favorite people in the whole Playa family, our general manager there, Vishal Vaswani. So just an amazing property. So really wanted to just take a minute to brag about this one as well. Family friendly, great for everybody. And then one more to brag about, we're not done yet, is our Hyatt Ziva Cap Cana. Now, Hyatt Ziva Cap Cana has been holding this #1 spot for quite a while now. This property you can see is voted #1 of 606 resorts in the Dominican Republic, guys. So I know everybody is trying to book this for Christmas and it's almost sold out. So I just had to put that out there because it's true. If you see only one room category left over Christmas time, but take a peek. There's lots of space around those dates. But this property is magnificent. Again, it is right beside the sister property, the Zilara, which is adults only. So similar to our La Romana resorts, you have full exchange privileges if you're 18 years or older on a beautiful stretch of beach. You know the name of this beach, right, Michelle? I shouldn't put you on the spot, but I never remember the name.
I got Juanillo Beach.
Juanillo Beach, which is I think it's been voted like the best beach in the Dominican Republic. It is wide, it is long, it is calm waters and gorgeous. And of course, the resort itself is less than 2 years old. And most, a good chunk of that, a good year of that, or 6 months at least, we were closed. So brand new, beautiful property, a gorgeous water park, 15 minutes from the airport. I could go on and on. So again, we're super, super, super excited about the recognition from our team. They worked so hard. And thanks to all of you for supporting these properties and sending your clients down there. So we're able to get these amazing results. So we're not done. We have some more exciting news.
So you would have seen Amanda put this screen up prior at the beginning of this, and you might have noticed, if you've ever been to our webinars, you'll all hear us say we have our 18 all-inclusive resorts throughout Mexico and the Caribbean, and now we are thrilled to say we have now 19 resorts. So we are going to be introducing May 12th is when the scheduled date is to open this. I'll put an asterisk by that because we all know how that can go when you're reopening or opening a new resort. But this is the Yucatan Resort Playa del Carmen, right in the heart of downtown Fifth Avenue. So this is our first non-beachfront all-inclusive, which we're excited about. It caters to a different type of demographic, people looking to be really in the middle of all the hubbub and like to, kind of embrace the culture. You're right on Fifth Ave, great for nightlife, shopping, restaurants, bar. It's part of the Tapestry collection by Hilton, if you're familiar with that. I know here in the States, we have about 40 of those properties here. So kind of a more upscale property. So we're thrilled to be part of that Tapestry collection. Many of you might have remembered this resort or known it in the past as the Live Aqua Boutique Hotel. So again, Amanda's going to show you kind of some of the renderings of the exterior of the building just to get the feel of where it is. And we don't know a ton about this yet. We're still learning, but we were just too excited not to share it with you guys.
Exactly. I cannot wait. I just love the logo. I just think that's such a sexy logo. It's an adults only property, as Michelle said, and we are so excited. Right now, as she said, we don't really know a ton of information. We know they're working on getting all the pricing out for you guys so you can start booking it. And we're not entirely sure yet what tour operator partners are going to be offering it yet. So again, as we get that information, we'll be sure to share it all with you. But we wanted to share some pictures with you. Now you can see it is a smaller resort. It is only 60 rooms. And as Michelle said, right on Fifth Avenue. So right in the center of everything. 4 restaurants and lounges, of course, in that Playa del Carmen area. And one of the great things that we're going to be offering, and again, we will have more information on this, but VIP access to the Hilton Playa del Carmen. So of course, as she said, this is a more central location, not on the beach, But of course, we have a sister property only a few minutes away, the Hilton Playa del Carmen. So there will be VIP privilege available to our guests as well. So we'll get, as we get more info on that, we'll share it with you. So just want to share a few pictures with you guys. Yeah, sorry, go ahead, Michelle.
Oh, no, you're okay. So this is just kind of, again, to give you the vibe. These are just initial pictures that we've gotten from our marketing team, but this is just an area with that beautiful wooden check-in area right in the lobby. The next picture, I believe, is going to be walking right up to that. So again, you can see a lot with the greeneries, the different styles, woods and everything, kind of warm, chic elegance to it, I guess you'd say. I can't wait to see this for myself.
I know.
And then one thing that's a big feature of this property, again, we're not beachfront, but you know, it's warm in Mexico. You're definitely going to need to get your feet wet. So we've got this gorgeous rooftop pool. I know in the past there has been a sushi bar up there. We're not sure if it's still going to be a sushi bar. There will be some kind of restaurant or food and beverage up there, but gorgeous rooftop pool, which has these views, which is going to be more of the downtown. But then this view is going to show you that you can still get those gorgeous ocean views. So it's really cool. It's like I said, you have that feeling that you're right in the hubbub of the city, but you still got those amazing views to see that gorgeous Caribbean blues.
Exactly. And I don't know about you, Michelle, but I got such amazing feedback when this press release went out. I had so many agents reaching out to me, you know, how much they loved that property and they were really excited it was part of our program now. So just want to show you a little bit of the inside. This is what one of our rooms look like. Now, again, there is only 6 rooms on property. And I believe we are going to have, and we just a fact sheet and I haven't really studied it. I think we have 4 room categories, but then it comes in kings and doubles. Right? So, am I right, Michelle? You've got it right there in front of you.
Actually, we have 6 room categories and then 1 handicap. So it goes along with that.
All right.
You're right on. You're right on.
We're going to make it nice and easy for you guys. So there's one of our beautiful rooms. And then, of course, here is one of the larger room categories with the separate couch area. And then, of course, health and wellness is super important to us. So this is perfect because we've got a spa, fitness center, also available here at the Yucatan Resort. So again, just a little bit of what we have, and you know that we'll be sharing with you even more. I can't wait to just do a full webinar just on this property when we have more information.
Awesome. Okay, and then of course we have to make sure you guys are all registered, especially if you want to get updates on these new properties and everything Playa. agentcashplus.com is where you need to come for that. This is mainly where, not mainly, but an important part of where you guys come, no matter what tour operator you're booking with, come to agentcashplus.com. Make sure you are registering those bookings so that we know you're booking. Your clients are still going to get, I know some hotel chains have taken out the in-room amenity due to COVID. That is something that we have continued, and we're proud of that. So again, those clients are going to get that in-room amenity from you. You guys are going to earn the points. You can come stay with us using those points, or you can redeem them for cash on a reloadable Visa debit card. When you're selling 1-bedroom suite or above, you're going to earn double points for that entire stay. But everything that Amanda and I talked about here and always on our webinars can be found on Agent Cash Plus. So all of our fact sheets, our amazing travel agent reference guide, which literally shows a picture of every room category we have, how many we have, what the occupancy is, everything. If maybe you saw one of them, Hilton La Romana, wow, that's pretty cool, it won that award, and you want to know more about that, come to agentcashplus.com, and under sales tools, we have individual webinars that actually Freddie and Amanda recorded. They're just brief. They're anywhere from like 5 to 10 minutes on each of our resorts. And what's cool is they're consumer facing. So if you're not overly familiar with a property, you really want to sound like you know what you're talking about, just send them that video and it'll sell itself for you. We went ahead and revamped our entire learning center. So there's all new courses. You can become Playa certified. Every image that we show in our webinars is found on agentcashplus.com in our media library. So use it for social, use it to make up any kind of flyers for a group. It's all there at your fingertips. And of course, we always get asked about agent rates. we definitely want you to come stay with us. So maybe you only have a couple points for a couple nights and you want to add on, you book them right on agentcashplus.com. So right under offers, then agent offers. You don't even need to reach out to us or the hotel. Book them right on there. And then for groups and weddings, we make it as simple as possible for you to book a wedding with us with those live interactive wedding calendars, which shows true availability. And then don't forget, if you're booking weddings, to sign up with us as a wedding specialist, all on Agent Cash Plus.
Awesome, Michelle. There's definitely a lot of info on that site. So there's the website for you once again. And then you also have your BDMs on there that can help you. So again, in addition to the all those great sales tools, we also just want to make sure everybody is aware of the booking feature. Now, don't get me wrong, we love our tour operator partners. So I always have to preface this and say, you know, we love them, we support them. So, but we definitely know that there is an opportunity for direct business as well, especially with our flexible terms. So right now with COVID in place, we've really done some amazing things with direct. You don't actually, you can make a booking for your clients and maybe they're still, you know, unsure, but you can, you know, availability is getting low over Christmas, but they're still not super comfortable. You can go ahead and book their trip right on there, book their accommodations, and you don't have to put any deposit down until 14 days prior to departure. And you can cancel up to 24 hours prior to departure for a full refund. So again, for those of you who have clients that are just waiting, I promise you right now, we are seeing it. We're seeing the bookings coming in. So I would highly recommend, as you know, reaching out and letting them know, go ahead, this is an option, and you can make some changes if you need to. So again, on that site, you have full packages. So hotel, air, even some Canadian Airlines in there, transfers, insurance, last room availability. So I don't know about you, Michelle, but I get agents a lot that will say, my clients are looking for these dates. Do you have space? My first thing I do is go to the website and, or, you know, tell them, have you checked Agent Cash Plus? Because that's where our last room availability is going to be. So if we have it, it's there. Of course, you get your bundle package pricing. One big thing for everybody who says, you know, they're too busy to register their bookings, or I forgot to register my bookings. If you do book direct, those bookings are automatically registered for you. So you don't have to take that extra step and do it. Commissions are going to start out at minimum 12% for our bookings directly with us. And again, like I said, your flexible cancellation and payment policies, our callback feature. You know what? To be honest with you, I'm not super familiar with the callback feature. Michelle, do you know more about the callback feature?
Yeah, it's just an option at the very top when you're doing a booking. You know, sometimes it's your first time. I will tell you, this site is very user friendly, very point and click, but there is a button at the very top which you can click and put in your phone number. If you're more comfortable talking to somebody, we'll go ahead and give you a call back, our res team.
Awesome. Now the currency conversion, I do want to make sure, especially for us Canadians, that it is going to be in US dollars. So your clients will be charged in US dollars. There is a currency conversion, which will show you what the rate of exchange is right now at time of booking. But just keep in mind that if they're not paying until 14 days prior to departure, that could change. So I just always, you know, you don't want to get stuck with a quote of a particular Canadian currency and then that change. So, but it will definitely give you a good idea. Of course, we have a call center, our rate calendar, which I actually love, especially if your clients are flexible. When you go in and you go to pull up the dates that they want, it will actually show you on the calendar what that nightly rate is, or for the least expensive available room. So you can say, you know, these dates are, you know, it bumps up for a couple of those dates. Maybe there's less availability over a couple of those days. And if there's flexibility, then you can say, you know what, I can see if you can go a couple days earlier, you know, the rates go down a little bit. So I personally love that. And then of course, if you are booking direct and you have clients that are part of the Hilton Honors member or the World of Hyatt program, they can of course also earn their points on direct bookings. So that is our Agent Cash Plus. So it's a really great, as Michelle said, very user-friendly tool.
Thanks, Amanda. Yeah, so here again, I'm Michelle, part of the US sales team. So I cover everything in that green area. We have Jermaine Humphrey, who is located in Chicago. He handles everything in the yellow. Allison Farrell's in the Northeast, everything in that pinkish peach. And then Randolph Tenike is going to be kind of mid-Atlantic, and then also does Texas and Louisiana. So you want to screenshot this. This is also found on agentcashplus.com. Right at the very top, you just click on sales team and it brings up both our US and Canadian sales team and our contact information.
Awesome. And then we have our Canadian team. So of course, our fearless leader, Rose, Freddie in then me covering Ontario, and I've gotten of it too. And then of course, Christian is back. The family is back together. We're so excited. And he is covering the Ottawa area, Quebec, and Atlantic Canada. So same thing if you're not familiar with us. And I have to say, both the Canada and the US team, we are so responsive. Hopefully you guys have all experienced that already. You know, we're always very quick to reply, answer the phones when they ring. So feel free to reach out to us if you ever need anything. So and that is everything. I think we'll leave it here for now. So Kelly, are you coming back to us? I did see some things shooting on the screen, so I feel like there's some comments and questions. So
Hi.
hello.
That was great. Thank you so much, ladies. We do have some questions, and actually have a nice sized group on Facebook as well, and a couple of questions there. And then we got the US as well. So it all worked out well. All right, so let's dive into the questions. And, you know, I'm going to start with Facebook. So Lynn had a question. Has the agent cash points been extended due to COVID?
No, we did not extend the points. So because we've got the 2 ways to redeem your points with either the free nights or the cash, we kept the points in place. And if unfortunately you're not able to travel, then you can just redeem your points for cash on the reloadable Visa card.
Perfect. Okay, great. I love that you can kind of pick, you know, one or the other. Yeah, just to have that both options, because sometimes, you know, we all have different needs. Some of us can travel, maybe some of us can't right now, right?
Yeah.
So it's nice to be able to have that flexibility when making a booking. All right. So it looks like so is it Loxley is currently putting together a birthday trip to the Hyatt Ziva in Jamaica, and she needs to talk directly with someone about options, amenities, a birthday party, etc. Who's the best person to talk to? Oh, bad internet.
Oh, that's okay. I read it on here while you were doing it, so that's okay. I'll take that one. So you can, if you look on the sales team and see who your dedicated BDM is in your area, just reach out to us with what dates, what they're looking to do, and then we can put you into contact with somebody at the events or groups team at the resort and get you a bunch of different options. So just reach out to your local BDM.
Perfect. And you can find your local BDM. Well, here you can take a screenshot, and maybe Amanda, I'll get you to go back, and we'll sit on the US for a minute. We'll just kind of go back and forth, or of course, go to the agent portal. It's all there, right?
Yes.
All right. Okay. So Donna's question: for an extended stay, if they have to stay for 14 days due to COVID positive, does it include the meals as well?
It does. Yes. Full room service. We got to keep you healthy, right? So full service is still available. Alcohol is not. So that's some question I get all of the time. But yeah, meals are all included. They just bring it to you and they'll put it on the outside of your door just so there's not that interaction. But yes, full room service.
Okay. Can you add on extended protection after you test positive, or does it have to be at check-in?
No, it'd have to be at point of check-in.
That makes sense.
Yeah. And they just have you, when I did it in Cabo, basically they give you a form and you just click if you select if you're opting in, or you do sign a waiver if you are opting out, just so that doesn't happen. Great.
I'm going to backtrack a tiny bit. A few people missed this. Just talking about getting so this is for Canadian clients that have to get the PCR tests. Can you guys help arrange that I guess at all of your properties and all destinations? Can you guys help clients get that set up, PCR tests?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, they would actually just do that when they arrive on property. The concierge will assist with regardless of which property it is. they'll be able to help set that all up for them. And I believe they do it right at time of check-in. They'll set up when, you know, what date they'll have their appointment. Michelle, is that how it worked for you guys?
Yep. So right at check-in, they gave me a little slip of paper that gave me the date and time of my test. And then it's big bold letters on there too, to bring your passport, because remind your clients that they will need their passport and their time to have it at their time of the appointment. A couple of people forgot theirs, so they had to go back to their room. So just make sure and remind them they will need their passport to do the testing.
Perfect. Okay. So going back to the cash points and expiration. So Lynn's question is, do the points have to be booked or traveled by the expiry date?
They have to be booked by the expiry date. So what's important about that? So definitely we're all dreaming for those of us who aren't traveling yet. So you can go ahead and book. However, if you did just end up canceling and the points had expired, so if the expiry date has passed and you have a reservation, but then you cancel, you would lose your points. So that's an important part.
Mm-hmm.
Great. What was the name of the resort mentioned that is 2 years old and 15 minutes from the airport?
That is our Hyatt Ziva Cap Cana. And then the adult only right beside is the Zilara Cap Cana.
This is Zilara. And what's your little tip there, Amanda? The big and the little?
An easy way to remember is the little name for the little kids, or the little name for the little ones. So Ziva is being little and Zilara is the larger. Or some people will say kids is 4 letters, which is same as Ziva, and Zilara is the same amount of letters as adults.
Wow. How smart is that? Look at you guys. You're so awesome. Okay. So I know in Canada, we're not traveling, but I know in the US things are different. So Michelle, do you guys have any like FAMs going right now or right now?
Yeah, we have been running some. I don't think like we have a big wedding fam going, I think in Hilton La Romana in April with a destination wedding group. So basically, again, reach out to your local BDMs because they would be the ones putting those together and sending them out. Again, that is why it is important to be registered and registering your bookings on Agent Cash Plus, because that's where we pull our list from of agents to invite. But yeah, reach out to your local and see if they have any scheduled.
Great. And
Canada agents, we will be having some stuff. When we have planes in the air and it's safe for everybody to travel, we cannot wait. So of course, stay tuned for that.
And I'm sure it's probably mandatory that they have that we have registration and active registration for the agent portal, right?
Absolutely.
Maybe
Absolutely.
we take some of your courses, especially the new ones, and show some engagement.
You got it.
Like, okay, you got that, everybody?
Wink, wink.
Yeah, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Okay, so Puerto Rico. There's
a Hilton there. Those are, so none of the EP hotels are part of Playa. We just do the Hyatt Ziva Zilaras, and then for Hilton, the one in Playa del Carmen, La Romana, and Rose Hall, Jamaica.
Okay, great. All right, so Sheila's question. So someone tests positive, the other negative. The negative person can stay in the quarantine with the positive guest. They're asking because we were told this was not an option while at the Hyatt Cap Cana in February.
No, they can, as long as they've purchased the coverage as well, then they can. They just can't leave the room. They're in quarantine the entire time, the same as their travel companion.
Right. Okay. And if that's not the case, maybe we can, if you want to.
Yeah, reach out to BDM too.
Yeah, perfect. Great. Okay, we talked about FAMs. Are we able to get group rates for 2022? When I looked, it indicates the pricing's only through December 2021. You
definitely can. And let me tell you, we have dates sold out for 2022. It is like Amanda was not exaggerating when she said that. I just was looking for dates in February for 2022 to Hilton or Hyatt Rose Hall for a wedding, and we had 2 weeks that were not available. So absolutely, if you're doing a contracted group, we can book it till 2023 right now. If you're doing more individual FIT reservations, I believe we have them in there now till
it's like 395 days out, or depending on they vary slightly around about a year in advance.
Yep, a little bit more than a year in advance. They just extended it a little bit more. So, but contractor groups, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's great. Is commission reduced if we call into reservations instead of booking online?
No, I know with some tour operators, that's how it is, but our res center, you can call them, email them, or book direct, and it's the same.
Yeah. Great. For tour operator bookings, when Hyatt or Hilton membership is referenced on a reservation and presented at check-in, do clients get loyalty points?
No,
Totally.
no. We used to, with Hyatt, when we first partnered with Hyatt, that was something that they were able to do. But since then, it has changed. So now when you book Hyatt or Hilton, the only way to earn points is when booking through the agent cash site or through the call center, through us directly.
Yeah.
The new Yucatan resort, is it all inclusive?
Yes.
We're just shaking our head, but yes.
Adults only, all inclusive. Absolutely.
Nice.
Yes.
Okay. If a client does not take the extended insurance and tests positive, what's the cost of the room for quarantine? Well, I think that's a big question because you guys have so many properties.
Yeah.
So many destinations. Yeah. So
it is, and it does vary by resort, obviously, because we have price points all over the place. It is about 50% off. We do have a list of distressed rates. So if there's a particular property you're interested in, reach out to your BDM and we can let you know specifically.
Yeah.
But buy the $29 extended stay. That is a no-brainer in my book. Like $29 for that peace of mind is no-brainer.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah, 100%. When we book directly on Agent Cash Plus, how and when do you pay out the commission? Part one.
Yeah, commission's paid out 30 days after travel's complete.
Great. Also, can individual agents sign up under an agency? So I guess there's some suppliers are different. So first the agency signs up and then you have an individual profile, or is it all, how does that work?
Yeah, do you want to answer that, Michelle, or me?
Sure. So you just need your IATA number. So when you sign up to book with us direct, you basically just put in your IATA number. We verify that that's an accurate, still a valid IATA, and then anybody can make the bookings. You don't have to get approved for it or anything like that. We do send the commission to whatever address is on that, under that IATA.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay.
Yeah.
So it looks like Diane's having some problems with the booking. It keeps, she's been booking via the phone due to the dates because they're so far out, but one of the room keeps auto canceling. That damn auto cancel. And she wants to secure the booking without it canceling. Any suggestions? I guess
I would say, I don't know if she's dealing like with Hyatt directly or Hilton, but make sure you're calling our Playa reservations team because that's completely separate than booking with Hyatt or Hilton.
Okay.
If you go on the Agent Cash Plus website and click that book now button, you'll get the phone number for our its reserve team is our reservations team. So it should not be auto canceling if it's made through the Playa site.
No, not at all.
No. And maybe Diane, another thing is maybe reach out to your Playa BDM and
yeah, I was
kind of like tackle that with you. And maybe Amanda, do you mind going back to the sales contact? Maybe we'll sit on the US and then we'll go over to Canada. That's great. Can your points be transferred from another agent if you don't have enough to redeem before they expire?
No, unfortunately not. Those are individually earned. So they are just for that agent. Again, make sure, and if you're not going to be able to travel, you can even set it up where, so 1 point equals $1. And if you can redeem them in increments of $100. So I have some agents that are always worried about, they know they're not traveling soon. They're worried about it expiring. So you can even set it up. So as soon as it hits 100 points, it'll just put $100 onto your reloadable debit card. So that's the best way to do it and make sure nothing is.
Okay. Yeah. So I just have a few agents that have made a note about losing points just due to COVID and not extending it. But I think the best thing is just to redeem it for cash at this point. Then go from there. That is the option.
And you can always go in and look and see when your points are expired. So I do think it's important that they, even though we might not be busy making bookings, that you are monitoring your points, because we don't have access to that. So we couldn't even run a report and give you a heads up as to when your points are expiring. It's up to you to keep an eye on that.
Right. Okay. Sorry, I just saw one there. Okay. Yeah. So an agent Facebook question. She has clients that are looking at going at the end of this year, and they're really hoping for the price lists for the tests and things like that. I know things might look a lot different from now until then, right? So do you guys have that information or?
Yeah, we do. We
okay.
do. I mean, I'm praying that we're not
Yeah.
doing with that, but we absolutely do. So again, reach out to your BDM. We have each individual resort, how much an additional antigen test is, or how much the discounted PCR tests are, as well as if you want to know what those distressed rates are for that particular hotel, we have those as well. Great.
Okay. Did you say to ask my BDM for hotel contacts? Okay, so it looks like Diane has her daughter booked at the Hyatt Zalara for her honeymoon. Super excited to send her there. Yeah, nice. Did you say to ask my BDM for the hotel contacts, or is it on the agent site? What do you think?
No. Oh, go ahead, Michelle.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say it's not on the we don't have the hotel contacts on Agent Cash Plus. So that is something, just reach out to one of us, your BDM, and we can put you in contact with the concierge, make sure that they're noted that it's their honeymoon to get those honeymoon amenities. So.
Okay, great. Awesome. How long if they are tested? So clients are tested positive for COVID before they can get another test, being that there's a lot of false positives, et cetera.
Well, and we provide the one free complimentary antigen test per person. Right. And I wanted to make sure that too, like if there's 5 people in the room, we are giving them one free antigen test per person. I know some hotel chains limit it to 2. So I always like to make note of that. Any additional, so if you test positive, any additional testing you want to do is at your own expense. So again, that's something that we can provide. But I had one, I can tell you the minimal, I mean, I forgot, they gave us the stats the other day, but I think we're less than like double digits of people who have tested positive at our resort. So that's amazing.
Right.
And I think great for you to tell your clients. But I've only had one that I know of at Sanctuary, and they wanted to get out of Dodge. So they paid and tested every single day until they did.
Oh, there you go.
But that's the only personal case I know of. So.
Right. Okay, so someone just saying, can we enter guest frequent miles, etc., Delta Sky Miles when we book on Agent Cash?
No, there's not. It's just a World of Hyatt or Hilton Honors number that you can put in there.
Great.
Okay. So you would just have to take that record locator from the airline and then enter it through on their website.
Great. Okay, so I think I'm good. I think I got it all.
I love watching you, Kelly. You're looking at different screens.
Well, you see my setup,
job.
right?
I have seen it. Good job monitoring all those, though.
So yeah, I have a couple of screens going, and then I got my phone going, and I got so I'm checking everywhere. I just really don't want to miss anything. I don't know. I want to make sure I answer everything. Okay. And actually, Amanda, maybe for the closing, can you just go to the Canadian? Awesome. Okay. So exciting news for Canadian agents. Christian is back. BDM Ottawa, Quebec, and Atlantic Canada. Hooray.
Now, I do want to say, just remember, Christian is back. I didn't say this earlier, but he's right now back Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So I do think that's important. So he's amazing, though. So if you reach out to him, you will get an out of office if it's a Tuesday or a Thursday and it's urgent. And you've got me. If you know, we're all a big team. So if you need something urgently and Christian's off, reach out to us and we can help you.
Nice. Okay. Well, I just want to say a big, huge thanks to all the agents that tuned in via Facebook as well. We had a lovely group today. And it has been recorded. So if you had any colleagues that are like, that just, we're like, oh no, I couldn't make it, or you think they should listen to this and tune in and get updated, remember it's recorded and it will be posted on the Playa dedicated page within 24 hours. And actually, if you go to spoiledwebinars.com, that's the website. That's all it is. Webinars, recorded webinars, and more recorded webinars. And as soon as I'm done here, usually within the hour, I'll have it posted on spoiledwebinars.com. It's the same username and login as you use for the main Spoiled Agent site. So same email, same password, just go to Spoiled Webinars, okay? I think that's it. Is there anything else, ladies?
No, you do an awesome job, Kelly. Thank you so much.
You got it? Okay.
Yeah, thank you. And thanks everyone for joining us.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah. Thank you, agents, and thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Amanda, for putting together this great presentation, and congratulations on all these awards. You guys are like killing it. I'm just
I know, it's so exciting. Very proud.
Thank you.
nice. Okay. All
All
right.
right.
Bye, everybody. Have a great day.
Have a good
Happy week,
day.
everyone.
Yay. Wait, where's the end button?
Bye.
Bye.